Is calling 2022 CR 3840, State of Texas versus Vanessa Castillo. Can I have parties approach and announce for the record for the state? For the defense? All right, did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams. That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? With sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking to waive the PSI.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor, we just hope that the court will honor the plea bargain agreement.
All right, how old are you?
27.
And who is this person you were in the vehicle with? What is his relationship to you?
He's my ex-boyfriend.
Do you have any children?
I got 5.
What are their ages?
14, 10, 7, 5, and 4.
And where are they?
They're under CPS custody.
Is this the first time you've had interactions with CPS?
Yes.
All right. Before this happened, were you employed?
Yes.
What were you doing?
I was doing landscaping with my friends.
And is this person Javier?
Yeah.
How far did she go in school?
I have my high school diploma.
What are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Going back to school. Or getting me a good job and staying away from all the shopping.
But what do you want to do? Like many times people have dreams. I always wanted to be an attorney. So I just focused on that and that's what I did.
Well,
what do you want to do? What do you want to be?
Become a detective in homicide.
Well, let me just tell you right now, with this case, that's probably eliminated.
Yeah.
So there are some things that you can't do or that you've made more difficult to obtain based upon this case. For example, anything that requires a license, they're going to check your background. They're going to see this. And it's going to be difficult, if not impossible, for you to do that. So that means nursing school, doctors, even if you want to be a cosmetologist, that requires a license. All right. So is there a drug issue? Why was CPS, why is CPS involved in your life?
Because of my boyfriend.
And how long have your children been in CPS custody?
For going on 1.5 years.
So when you were with your boyfriend, CPS had your children.
Yeah.
So here's my question that I would always ask my client. People say they love their children. Why couldn't you give up your boyfriend for your children?
I did.
Well, no, you were in the car with them. And when CPS took your children, I'm sure they told you that you need to leave this boyfriend alone because obviously there's an issue. If somebody needs a screwdriver to turn off a vehicle, that means that the vehicle is probably stolen.
Right.
I use a key for my vehicle.
Right.
I think everybody else did. So you need to ask yourself why you chose a man over your 5 children. Because a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, 7-year-old, 10-year-old, maybe even the 14-year-old. You can't have these children and continue to give birth to children and bring them in the world and expect somebody else to care for them. Not my job. But since they're in CPS custody, guess who's taking care of your children? Everybody here who goes to work and pays taxes. You're not. You're not financially supporting them. You're not providing clothing for them. You're not providing shelter for them. You're not providing food for them. Your attorney is, he is, I am, everybody else who has a job. And I'm sure that CPS told you, and your attorney on the CPS side probably asked you, do you love your children? And I'm sure your answer was, what everybody answer is, I would walk through fire for my children. I would give my life for my children. And CPS told you, well, we're not expecting you to walk through fire. We're not asking you for that. We're not asking you to give your life. The only thing we're asking for you is, Javier, we want you to not have any contact and leave him alone. And you can do that. So here's my little side advice for you. Your 14-year-old, 10-year-old, 7-year-old, 5-year-old, and 4-year-old, when CPS sets up visits for you and you're supposed to be clean and sober to see them, if you have no plans on being clean and sober, don't be breezing in and out of your children's life, getting their expectations up that their mom is going to do right and be right, and then constantly disappointing them. And as another side advice, until you get your life together, and perhaps if you want to get your children back, you shouldn't get involved in any other relationship with anybody else. You understand? All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 3 years. We're going to do a referral to felony drug court. You're going to remain in custody until drug court accepts you. And you need to be completely honest with them about your drug use. Otherwise, they're not going to accept you. If felony drug court does not accept her, do not release her. We're going to come back to court and I'm going to do something else. There's a $1,000 fine. That's to be probated. There's to be CPS compliance. So if you don't do what you need to do for CPS, you're violating the terms of your probation. Do you understand? I'm going to ask for parenting classes. Of course, if CPS is giving her parenting classes and she's doing them with CPS, that's fine. I don't want to duplicate services. Be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And there's to be no contact. Javier Jimenez Zaragoza. And if I could make it so that you could have no contact with any adult male that is not a relative, I would, but I'm not allowed to do that. And if I could say you're not allowed to have any relationships, intimate relationships with anyone, I would order that, but I can't do that. But you had better start putting your children first. Otherwise, you're going to lose custody of them permanently. Do you understand? Luck to you. If you love your children, prove it. Are you the same Vanessa Castillo who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 3840 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on August 9th, 2022 for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Your Honor, I submit State's Exhibit 1, the attachments.
We're on the motion to revoke.
Sorry, Judge.
That's okay.
Judge, violated condition number 1 on or about the 16th day of April 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Vanessa Castillo, committed the offense of fail to stop and render aid in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor, we waived the other violations alleged in the MTR.
Any objections to the waivers?
No objection.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 3 years in the prison and a $1,000 fine? Did you understand?
Sorry.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, sorry.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
Your Honor, we're asking that the Your Honor, we're asking for revocation and 2 years incarceration to run concurrent with cause number 2023 CR 5104W.
Is that the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you asking the court to follow that agreement? Are you waiving your right to appeal? All right. The court will follow your agreement. The court will grant the motion, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2023 CR 5104W, showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. You're going to have to make better decisions. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, Judge.
Oh, no problem.